Hi everyone, today I'll be talking about the early stage of cultural imperialism, a concept that helps us understand how culture and power shape global relations. In its early stage, cultural imperialism focused on nation states, especially rich and industrialized Western countries. These countries were not just exporting products like cars or machines, they were exporting their culture through media, entertainment, and news. The key idea here is that this flow of culture was not equal. Western countries dominated the global media system, while developing nations mostly imported these cultural products. Researchers noticed two major biases. First, in quantity. Most films, TV shows, and news came from the West. Second, in quality. Developing countries often received negative or stereotypical coverage. Instead of highlighting their culture or achievements, Western media often showed them as poor, unstable, or dependent. This created a form of soft power without using weapons or armies. Western nations influenced how people around the world thought, dreamed, and lived. Hollywood movies, for example, did not just entertain, they spread American values like consumerism and individualism. News agency shapes how people saw global events, often through a Western lens. But here's something important. Audiences in developing countries were not just passive. They did not always accept everything as it was. Sometimes they resisted, adapted, or even blended these influences with their own traditions. This gave rise to new hybrid forms of culture. The early stage of cultural imperialism teaches us that culture is not just about entertainment. It's also about power, identity, and representation. Even today, we see traces of this in how media flows across borders. The big question is, whose voices are heard and whose stories are left out? So, as we consume media every day, it's important to stay critical, value diverse perspectives, and make sure cultural exchange is fair and inclusive.